What is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How you like the fancy streamer? I designed this myself. Super, well, I'm not super proud. It's not a masterpiece of design, but looks cool. I'm happy. I can see myself many times. Not necessarily a good thing. But anyway, so what I want to do today is I want to jump into Scrivener and show you how I prep Scrivener for a revision. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so first, at the end of each when I submit a paper, so at the end of each manuscript, what I do is sorry, that was my Twitch announcement. So what I do is the following: I move everything, so the entire draft folder, to a folder that I call previous drafts. Okay, so this is the first draft of the paper. Now I'm working on the second round of revision, so it's there, and you can see abstract, introduction, the theory, and so on. Then I also have letters to reviewers, of course, and I also have my notes. Okay, so I move the notes that are typically here in the notes folder of the research section. I move them so that I have each version's notes next to the paper for me to check. Okay, I know this is a little bit paranoid, but you never know. You may need to go back to your previous notes and previous manuscripts. Okay. I also put the PDF of the manuscript here when I send it. Just gives me a nice sense of accomplishment that I submitted the manuscript. So here they are. And then when I get the reviews, I do a folder with the reviews. Okay. And this, the way I do this, I already told you about it, is that I just go through the reviews, turn the review letters into a to-do list, or things to think about, and try to leave out all of the negative things, that are negative, and that are only useful to make me or other writers feel bad. It's not against reviewers, but it's more about ourselves and the business we're in. Okay, good. So I have the reviews here. Okay, and that's it, right? So then basically what I'll do is, as I begin to write the revision, I'll just build the structure here of the paper: introduction, right? Theory, sorry, methods. This is the theory. Where's my mouse? There we go. Okay, theory. Let's do a thing for a discussion. Results. Folder for discussion. And a document for conclusion. Okay. Good. So the review planning itself happens in two stages. The first one is in the reading notes. Okay. So normally reviews, require me to go to the literature, either to improve the research question or to fill in some gaps that I don't have. So that's the first thing I'll do. I'll just go through my reading notes. Now, I keep all of my reading notes in the same document, so that's from the previous revise and resubmit, because the preceding papers will still be useful, will still be important, the papers of the preceding version. So I want to have them at hand, right? So So yeah, so I like to have them at hand to be able to check it. Then I'll go to the review notes and I will actually begin to answer. And I do that as I'm reading. So I'll begin to decide what I'm going to do in response to each point. And then I will move to writing. The way I write is I actually have three sort of screens. Sorry. Give me 1 second. 3 screens where I'll have the part that I'm writing. So that's the introduction. The previous introduction from the previous draft, because normally I'm not like completely changing the paper, and then I will have the review notes opened. Sorry about that. So where is this? Yeah, open as quick reference. Okay, so basically I'll have this here, I'll have this here, and I will write from this setup. Actually, this is not the notes, it's the previous. Here we have the previous introduction. Okay, so I have my notes to know what I have to do. I have the previous introduction. I mean, like for example, here it's the motivation to study volunteers. This will remain. So this I'll just copy paste. Sometimes I just like to write instead of just copy pasting, because writing is a thinking process. It's not bad to give yourself time to think when you're revising a paper. Okay, and that's it. So at the end, I'll basically, as you build your manuscript, you'll basically have all of your previous drafts with notes here in folders, all of your previous manuscripts here in PDFs, and all of your review letters here. Okay, so that allows you to have a really nice story of the paper, and you can look back to older versions to make sense of what reviewers are saying in this new version, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's how I do it, and that's how Scrivener is super useful to manage a process like this. Now, if you don't have Scrivener and you're using Word or something like a text editor, then basically this part here is in your file system. So you basically have to create, this would be the main folder for the paper, and this will be all of your documents and folders, right? And so you just have to move them around so that you have this structure. So it's very easy to replicate if you want. Scrivener just keeps everything in one file and makes it easy to move around, to compare, and so on and so forth. Okay. So I hope that was helpful and insightful. And I'll let everybody go, just see if there are any questions. If not, there are no questions, so I'll just let everybody go.